Imagine stepping onto your usual metro, only to find the entire city mysteriously empty when you emerge. No people, no cars, just silence. We're diving deep into a chilling new urban legend about a city that vanishes, one subway stop at a time. What if your daily commute became your last sight of civilization? My name is Amara, and I live in the heart of Lagos. If you know this city, then you already understand Lagos has a way of swallowing people whole. The roads never rest, the air is thick with noise, and every corner is alive with traders calling out their prices, buses screeching, and people rushing as if time itself is chasing them. But what I'm about to tell you is something that still makes me tremble when I close my eyes. I witnessed it with my own eyes. Until today, I ask myself whether it was a trick of the mind or if Lagos is hiding something far darker than we know. It began one Friday evening, during rush hour. The metro station at Marina was crowded that day, even more than usual. People were packed shoulder to shoulder, holding briefcases, nylon bags, even baskets of food. I remember the sweat on people's brows, the constant hum of pidgin English conversations, and the sound of gospel music blasting faintly from a trader's radio. I was standing near a mother with 2 children, waiting for the train to take me back to Surula. I had just finished work, and my feet were aching from standing all day. The platform was alive with chatter, but then something strange happened. The lights above flickered, not the normal flicker we see when NEPA decides to play games, but a strange, slow pulse, like the whole station was breathing. The air grew cold, unnaturally cold, as if someone had opened a freezer in the middle of the crowd. People started murmuring, some clutching their bags tighter, others laughing nervously. Then, the train arrived. Or at least, it looked like a train. It wasn't the usual dusty, graffiti-stained metro car. No, this one gleamed, shiny, like it had just rolled out of a factory. The windows were tinted dark, too dark. The doors slid open with a hiss that didn't sound like metal scraping it. Sounded more like a sigh, a deep, tired sigh. People, as usual, didn't think twice. Lagosians are used to moving quickly, always rushing. The crowd surged forward. The mother with the 2 children was among the first to step in. I hesitated. Something in my chest told me to wait. The train was almost full in seconds. Businessmen, students, tired market women, they all climbed inside. But the strangest part, the moment each person entered, their reflections vanished from the tinted windows. You could see the inside of the train, you could see the seats, but you could not see a single reflection of the passengers. I felt my throat tighten. I wanted to warn people, but who would listen to me in that chaos? Lagos is not a place where you shout without proof. People will mock you, say you are paranoid or possessed. Then, I noticed something else. The driver's cabin. There was no driver. The front of the train was empty. Before I could move, before I could even breathe properly, the doors closed with a sudden slam. No announcement, no whistle, nothing, just a slam. The train pulled away, faster than I'd ever seen, vanishing into the tunnel, and then splints. The platform, which moments ago was bustling with people, had thinned out. Those of us who hadn't entered were staring at each other in confusion. A man beside me muttered, "Na wa owetin, Beavis." Another woman clutched her chest, whispering prayers under her breath. We waited for the next train. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30, but it never came. The station officials walked up and down, looking uneasy. One finally spoke to us. "Please, there is no train scheduled for this evening. The metro has been shut down for repairs since morning." That was when my knees almost gave way. Repairs? Then what did we just see? I told my family that night, but they laughed. My sister said I was overtired. My mother told me to pray and not let the devil confuse my mind. But when the news came 2 days later, they all fell silent. Families began reporting their loved ones missing. A banker who had left work early. A market woman who never came home. 2 university students last seen at the Marina station. The list grew and grew until the newspapers picked it up. The police claimed these were just normal disappearances in a big city, but I knew better, because I had seen the train. Weeks passed. People stopped using the metro. Fear gripped the city. Pastors began preaching that it was a sign of the end times. Traditional priests were consulted. Some said it was a spirit train, sent by the gods to collect souls. Others whispered that it was the work of old colonial tunnel secrets hidden under Lagos, since the British left, now awakened. But me couldn't rest. I kept going back to the station, hoping, praying that I would see it again, and one night, I did. It was raining heavily. Lagos rain, the type that floods roads and traps people in their cars. The station was almost empty. I was standing by the steps when I heard it, the same sigh, that deep, heavy sound of doors opening. There it was again, gleaming, empty, waiting. This time, no one entered. The few people around ran back up the stairs, screaming. I stood frozen, staring. The train seemed alive, like it was watching me. Then, I heard a voice, soft, distant, yet unmistakable. The voice of the mother I had seen weeks before. She was calling her children's names. I ran. Till today, I cannot pass that station without my chest tightening. The metro reopened officially months later, but people still whisper. Sometimes, in the middle of a storm, commuters say they hear a train rushing past, but no train is on the schedule. So, if you ever find yourself in Lagos standing at Marina Station, and the lights begin to flicker, and the air grows cold, please do not enter that train. Because once you do, the city itself may swallow you whole. And believe me, I was there. I saw it happen. If one night in Lagos you hear a train that isn't on the schedule, don't step inside, because some journeys never bring you back. Tell me, would you dare enter that train?